Hi everyone, welcome to the Alchemy Scope. So this has been wanting to come forward for quite a while, but here we are at the very end of 2014 and it couldn't wait any longer. It was really calling to come forward. So there was one intention when this came to me months ago, there was one intention of bringing forward this particular new moon alchemy scope for the signs, which is to provide you tools and information that will help support your journey of your soul's maturation and evolution process that's underway, because it is underway rapidly, and we're needing as much support as we can get. So this is intended to support your journey wholly. So there are 6 components to every new moon alchemy scope that's going to be coming out. One is the symbology. We're going to look on the macrocosmic scale, on a general scale for the collective, what symbology is imbued at the degree point for the new moon that's informing this next 30-day cycle. Then on the microcosmic scale, I'm going to throw the I Ching for you, and we're going to look at your particular theme that's going to be playing out and what's going to be being called forward within you to grow and mature. And then I'm going to do a spread. I'm either going to use the Bral Talej deck, or I'm going to use a deck of 144 card deck that I created I call the Siri deck. So I'm going to either use the Bral Talej or the Siri deck to pull some information about an event or situation that might emerge for you this month that your soul has called forward for you to grow and mature through. And then we're going to look at the archetypes. I'm going to pull from the Carolyn Miss Archetype deck, and we're going to find out which archetype, which archetypal qualities are wanting to come through you, evolve through you this month, mature essentially. And then we're going to pull an Ascended Masters card for support from Doreen Virtue's deck. And finally, I'm going to provide you a Dakini from Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle, and they're quite powerful, and there's a lot of information. So I'm going to provide a link at the end of the video where you can go and access the information, because it's something you want to sit and read with. Excuse me, you want to read through and then you want to work with, because there are affirmations and rituals and stuff that Penny recommends. And I find them quite powerful. This is goddess energy, this is archetypal energy, this is themed energy. So the Dakini will provide you a theme to dive into in the coming 30 days that will serve your growth. Okay? So let's get started on the individual signs. So let's talk about the macrocosmic cycle that's unfolding with this new moon. The Sabian symbol that's imbued at 0 degrees Sagittarius, which is the new moon point happening on November 22nd and informing our next 30-day cycle, is retired Army veterans gather to reawaken old memories. Now, this is an important period of time that we're walking through right now. This particular new moon is the second of 3 consecutive new moons happening at the 0 degree point. October 23rd had it at 0 degrees Scorpio. Next month we have it at 0 degrees Capricorn on December 22nd. So we're in the middle of a portal time frame right now that is quite powerful. 0 is the alpha and the omega. 0 is beginnings and endings. 0 is potentiality. It is your pure empowerment. So this is a big, big time. It's no number, yet it is the container for all. It is the Fool in the tarot. This is pure potentiality. This is activation of your truest, highest self. This is about activating and actualizing your soul print, everyone. So this new moon is fascinating because it is happening in Sagittarius. Sagittarius represents higher mind, optimism, journeying forward, freedom, expansion, adventure. And the fact that the symbol that's imbued with this new moon is about, you know, coming together post-war, and a lot of us have been through a lot of difficulties over the course of the last year or many years recently as systems start collapsing and we're really being called to become our full and whole selves. We're being called to really look back and see what has worked, what hasn't worked, what has served us, what do we want to rebuild anew, what do we need to let go of. So at this new moon, it's the duality of both and, where we're looking forward, yet we're having to look back. So that's pretty powerful stuff. And for me, that's about extracting what it is that worked, letting go what didn't, and moving forward into the new self, the new whole self. So this is really a beautiful time. So let's go into each sign and look at what event or situation might be influencing you this month. So Sagittarius, let's take a look at the microcycle that will be unfolding for you, or that is now unfolding for you. I went ahead and threw the coins to come up with your I Ching hexagram. Now, a couple things to tell you. One is I did the ritual off camera because of the fact that it takes a bit of time to throw the coins and then calculate. But it might be that in a future episode of the Alchemy Scope, I go ahead and do that on camera. The other is I'm using the language from the visionary I Ching, which was developed by Paul O'Brien. This is still the ancient I Ching divination system. It's the same thing, but the language has been updated to reflect modern day. Okay, so you received this month 33 retreat, which is the result of 2 trigrams of sky above, mountain below, together which create the hexagram 33 retreat. So let me read to you what it means. All worthy goals meet resistance of some kind. When negative forces predominate, a well-timed retreat is necessary in order to keep your energy high and persevere on the path to the heights. Tibetans know this. Strategic retreat is not to be confused with escape or surrender. Successful retreat can demand quick and nimble movement. Take up a new position before you are damaged severely by a current situation. You are not admitting defeat by such action, but increasing your options and preserving your resources. Sometimes it is necessary to slow down, let go, or move back temporarily in order to develop countermoves for the future or to draw an opponent closer. Timing is critical, as is positioning after realignment. Considerations of personal security are critical. Retreat in this way is actually a sign of strength. Periods of withdrawal or retreat call for cool-headedness. It is necessary to keep your wits about you. Attend to small details while allowing yourself time to contemplate the whole picture. Be creative. Not all progress follows a straight line. Self-confidence is also essential. Small setbacks can easily become defeats if we allow ourselves to become mired in self-doubt or self-pity. In this way, success can be achieved. Waves of progress are, by their nature, short-lived. Learn to attune yourself to the up and down cycles of life. Sometimes, if you want something, you must allow it to come to you. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you can fix any situation you feel like. Some things are bigger than you are. Hold your pride in check, and you will be better prepared to find creative openings. So, this is interesting. So let's see what other pieces of information come out. Let's look at your spread. Hi Sagittarius. So I went ahead and shuffled my deck. I'm using the Siri deck. It's a 144 card deck that I created for myself a few years ago. Let's go ahead and pull the spread. This spread is called a synchronic spread. And it's one that I use, that was created for the Bral Talej deck. created by Shama Viola several years ago. It's another deck that I use. Okay, so this one actually, there's some, gosh, you know, I have to tell you guys, this is very interesting. The future card has come up in countless spreads I've done so far. So it's completely aligned with the symbolism that's imbued within the Sagittarius new moon. The Sagittarius new moon is all about journeying forward. It's the arrow forward. It's the archer. It's optimism and journeying into the future. And the future card is indeed coming up left and right. This is fantastic. It's so aligned. I still get awed by the alignment, even though I trust it implicitly. Now, I've learned to. So, this is about future connections for you. So, let me show you. So, these are the center cards. This is about a future connection for you that will be, so this is an event or a circumstance that, by the way, these are my images. These are cards that I created with my own personal images and images that I found online. So these are not going to resonate for all people. These are my own personal images. So, yeah, so you have something that's going to be coming forward. A circumstance or event in December 2014 is going to involve a connection that will be one that you have in the future. It's an important connection that's going to come forward. It's also asking you to prepare for things to happen rapidly. So there's going to be, this is a time, December for you is a time of preparation. It's interesting because the No card came up in the emotional sector. So there's 5 sectors to the spread. The center area to look at from a spiritual angle, the physical angle, emotional, and mental. In the emotional, you got the No card, which means you might be feeling negative. You might be feeling negative about what you know or what you don't know. So you could be feeling pessimistic actually about some things that are coming down. There are some grand fire trines that are going to be activated for Sagittarians in the month of December, and it could be intense to say the least. So you could have some negative feelings stirring for you, but you're being asked to prepare yourself despite any intensities or feelings that might be coming up for you about not knowing. It is calling upon you to have trust and faith and to be in a preparation mode for future connection. So you want to keep your eyes and ears open for new people you're running into, people you meet through friends. You want to stay alert during this time frame and be in a mode of preparation about what you want for the future, not just what you see, but prepare yourself on a physical basis too, about what you want to see manifest. So this is exciting. Hi Sagittarius. So what archetype is wanting to be matured within you this month? Let's take a look. This is Carolyn Mrs. deck, the archetype card deck. And it's fantastic. It shows the polarity points of each archetype and quality set. So archetypes live within living systems. They're everywhere. They're imbued in trees, clouds, water, and us. And there's more to say on that. It's a big topic. So there'll be some more information coming forward, videos and other things. But this is great because she points out, we had one fall out. Fantastic. Oh, this is so good. Okay. So let me tell you. So you've got TRICKSTER. You got TRICKSTER, okay? So TRICKSTER is fantastic. It's about being in integrity with stepping out of the norm. It's about challenging, let me read it. It's about challenging tradition and convention. So the higher manifestation, the higher frequency vibration of TRICKSTER, what wants to come through you this month is transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, okay? The shadow aspects, which she calls it, I call it the lower frequency vibration, of the same polarity, of the same archetype, is manipulating others through duplicity. So you're going to want to evolve that. If that's something that you're currently engaged in, or if it's something that's resonating for you as a growth edge, you're going to want to mature that this month. This is about transcending convention. It's about being empowered as an individual. This is exciting. This is a beautiful card. So let's look at your Ascended Master. This is Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck. One that I love very much. She has many decks, and this one, I tend to like this one, I think, the best out of all of them. So let's see what Ascended Master has another kind of component of the message. And this will be the guide. This will help tune you in to what to attend to this month. Okay? So let's see what we have for this next 30-day cycle for you. What master? Oh, lovely. Okay. So you get El Moria, and I always pronounce it wrong, but it is Moria, El Moria. Clear and shield your energy. And I'll read from the book. Clear and shield your energy. Okay? So let's see what Doreen says here. Here we go. So Doreen writes, as a sensitive person, you've absorbed some harsh and toxic energy from other people. This card asks you to stop and call on El Moria and Archangel Michael to clear yourself. They can also clear and elevate the energies in other people, your home, or the office. After clearing yourself, ask them to shield you from further intrusions. This process, called shielding, needs to be conducted once or twice a day. You can also wear a crystal pendant to act as a buffer in harsh energy situations. So this is about, you know, a lot of you watching this are sensitive people. And we can absorb energy. If we don't know how to ground and how to protect our energy, we can absorb it, and it can devastate our own system, and we kind of lose track of our own alignment. So that is beautiful, a beautiful tool for you, or something to keep in mind this month. So that Ascended Master's message is for you to keep that in mind so that you can attend to keeping your energy clear. So let's see what other goodies we have for you this month. So the final component for your December 2014 Alchemy Scope Sagittarius is your Dakini. Now this Dakini is coming forward for you to connect with her. She has qualities that she's asking you to see within yourself and outside of yourself. You received 40 Kumari Maria. So I'm going to read just a little bit here to give you a taste, and then the link to the full PDF is below this video. So this is what Penny Slinger writes. Flowing naturally and spontaneously like pure water, she attracts the divine fire and offers it as the healing waters of the virgin spring. She is the virgin goddess. She appears in many forms throughout the cultures of the world. The tradition of worshiping chosen prepubescent girls as manifestations of Devi, the goddess, is common in South Asian countries. In Nepal, young girls are selected for their special qualities and worshipped as the living goddess. Mary, Mother of Christ, is a manifestation of the Virgin Goddess. She is the eligible one and represents purity, grace, and devotion. She is associated with the Virgin Spring and with healing baptismal waters. So that just gives you a taste of Kumari Maria. And go to the link below if you'd like to dive a little deeper. And I want to wish you, Sagittarius, a really beautiful month ahead. You have some interesting components, archetypes, symbols, stories coming forward for you for this next cycle. And I wish you a wonderful month ahead. And I look forward to seeing you for the next Alchemy Scope. And a final note. The products that I offer, the archetypal profile, the symbolic profile, holistic sessions, that all help people get clear on the archetypes, the symbols, and the general evolutionary trajectory their soul is encoded with. All of those services are available via gift certificate. So if you have family members or friends who you would love to give the gift of clarity this year to, I have wonderful, easy gift certificates that can provide some not only fun, but wonderful and kind of deep and meaningful gifts. So I invite you to go to the website and take a look. Links are below, and contact me with if should you have any questions whatsoever, if you need clarity on what any of these items are. But archetypal profile, symbolic profile, the combination of both, and the holistic sessions are wonderful offerings to help people really see various aspects of themselves very clearly. And this is just such a beautiful time to do that. All right. Happy holidays, everybody.